Nathan, you walked off shaking your head. Was that with the set pieces in mind?
Absolutely, that's the only thing. It's the only thing I could see them scoring from. But I think the problem was every time they had a set play, we looked like we were going to head it in. Because we scored 2 own goals, didn't do the basics well enough. Apart from that, we were magnificent. With 24 shots, 11 on target, 3 goals. We wanted to be aggressive. We targeted certain areas, targeted certain people. Really, the game plan was perfect. Apart from we just could not head the ball out of our 18-yard box when they had a set play. Because I think they only had 4 set plays and the 3 of them were in, and we've added 2 in ourselves. Not good enough. That's not good enough. You can't do that. Score 3 at home to be as dominant as we are, and we've let them off the hook again. Should have beaten them last year. That's the thing for me. And I'm not being. Last year, I don't understand how we didn't go to Wembley. I can't understand the amount we missed, the chances we missed not to go to, and then we've let them off the hook again tonight, and that's really devastating for me.
And they'll have known as well how good Sorba Thomas is with set pieces too.
Yeah, but he's not put it in. He's not done anything that's unbelievable. I mean, Elijah's misjudged it, and then Carlton's gone and headed into his own net. There's no one around him. He's unchallenged. Then it's just a lofted ball in there that we just don't mark at. They get first contact and it's given a penalty, which again is due. Well, it's a harsh penalty, but we didn't win the first one. And the next one, our midfielder's just got to head it out. He's unopposed and heads into his own net. It's just crazy. It's like crazy what's happened, and that's I can't remember them having another chance.
I think even with the third goal, probably Onyedinma should have headed it away rather than Pelly head it for a corner. Which was
why he shouldn't have. But then when you do, you just defend it. Just defend the thing. You know what I mean? We didn't win the thing on the back stick, and then we scored 2 own goals and opposed headers where we've headed into our own net, and that's not good enough because our other play was excellent. All around we were aggressive, front-footed, looked like we could score on numerous occasions. Their keeper was excellent. You know, in terms of that, we scored good goals. Right at the end, we could have had it. So everything about our play, apart from those 3 set plays, was outstanding. But we sat here in a 3-3 draw.
The 2 up front combined brilliantly tonight, didn't they?
They're a handful. When they're at it, they're a handful. A real handful. And we were at it. We wanted to be aggressive. We targeted certain things, targeted certain people, be aggressive against them, go out, and we did. I'd score 3 at home, score 2 at home against Coventry, and not to defend. And at home, we are not doing the basics well enough, and that's why we've got 5 points instead of 9, because we should have 9 points now from the last 3 home games.
Can you put any of that down to injuries, because it was a slightly weaker team?
Well, it's unsettled, you know, because we got makeshift back 4, but we still got people in areas that we normally do. So, you know, Elijah would have been near post zone, Carlton maybe would have marched, or maybe we would have had Burke there, or, you know, Potts back stick zone. So you know, yeah, maybe, but we've got to be better than that. We have to be better than that, because our all-round play, as I said, was outstanding. I was really pleased, and we were aggressive, and to score 3 at home, if we just defend set plays, that's a magnificent performance.
Lansbury went off at half-time. Did that affect the team? No,
I don't think so. I think to ask big shifts of him for 290 minutes and stuff is big. You know what I mean? We felt we needed a bit more aggression, a bit more power on there, and stuff, and that's why we made the change, because he was struggling a little bit. So we would have had to make the change in 5-10 minutes. So I didn't want to waste a sub, if you like. So that's why we did it then. But you know, that's the way it goes.
It's a hard one, isn't it? There were so many positives, and yet you don't get your win.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel deflated now, but I shouldn't be, because 95% of our performance was magnificent, apart from 3 set plays. But we've been dominant again. But we were dominant in the semi-final up there, and we conceded from a set play. You know, and it's not like this unbelievable delivery that's undefendable. It's not that. He has got great delivery, but it's not that. We put as good a delivery in, but they did their job better on set plays than we did. Like, you know, we had 3 headers 6 yards out, but put it over and so on, and that's why we've drawn the game, and that's frustrating, because on the balance of play, there should only be one outcome.
We knew it would eventually come, but Adebayo off the mark now.
Yeah, look, you have to realise it. You know, he set such high standards that he was at times, and where he came back from injury, he's always going to have to gather momentum. What you got to do is keep believing in your players, keep telling them that how good they are, keep working with them, and he does, and he works hard. And tonight, first half was all about Elijah Adebayo, what he was last year. They were back, so if we got him and Carlton doing that with Harry Cornick, Cameron Jerome, with the people we've got, then look, we've got, a real chance, and they're a handful because they did cause real problems.